Hey, so I have to come clean. I feel like over the past 4 years, well, kind of since I ran for governor, something kind of really hit me, and I don't know what happened, but it feel like it kind of broke me a little bit. See, when I ran for governor, every single time we talked about our policies like trade schools and solving homelessness and how we wanted to improve education and improve the state of California and lower taxes, every policy we talked about was met with a response of, well, you're just a YouTuber. What do you know? And so I think over the last 4 years, I've almost tried to do everything I could to not be a YouTuber. I took every single financial advisory license test that there basically is, Series 7, 63, 65, SIE, 24, the compliance ones, the 27, that one's freaking hard. Okay, a lot of them, okay? Broker-dealer ones, financial advisory ones, we almost started a broker-dealer too, which we learned so much in that process, and it's going to be great for Househack with some of the stuff that we learned. But I feel like in going through all of these things and becoming a licensed jet pilot and, now flying, and it's great, I feel like everything over the last 4 years has sort of revolved around, hey, let's do something else. Like, what's next, basically? That mindset of like, what's next? And in that process, I feel like I became a little bit of a suit. And I think it's time to burn the suits. Because really, what I really enjoy doing, obviously, in addition to spending time with family, I was just trenching and laying, surface drains and sprinkler pipe and electrical conduit 2 feet under the ground with the Danger electrical tape with Jack and Max. We were having a blast because finally getting back into building our greenhouse that we've postponed a little bit, especially when I went to become a pilot. So, still, obviously, great family time. It's always fun. Very important to put time aside for family. But one thing that I feel like is I kind of got away from just being me, which was me streaming on YouTube and promoting, my criticisms on real estate, new versus pro topics on real estate, or just my blatant opinions on stocks. Don't really care if they go up or down, just here's my opinion on it, right? And just being sort of transparent about, I'm not trying to impress anyone, just here are my ideas. And I feel like some of that really got robbed, not only after the campaign, but also in going through what we went through in just the regulatory space, because we really were like, wow, okay, we have to word things about stocks in this way, and we have to have all these disclosures and compliance this and compliance that, and it took away a lot of that authenticity that just a pure YouTuber has. It's almost like that politics kind of, to some extent, slowly kind of morphed into, we must be a compliant YouTube channel. But the problem with that is then it becomes more stale and dry, and it's not as fun. We don't get to be as free and say what we want. And a lot of that is just because, if you're regulated, you have to, you have to be really careful with exactly the way you structure things. I can't be like, what was that 3D printer stock, that Israeli one? Somebody will comment it. But I remember, we would call up a 3D printer dude, be like, yo, what do you think about this 3D printer company? They're going to the moon or whatever. It's like, oh, going to the moon? Is that financial advice? I went as far as going, and I thank the team for inviting me, but FINRA invited me to their social media advertising compliance conference that they had in Washington, D.C., and I learned a lot about just compliance in this world, and I get it, but it's so extreme that they will literally have a panel, when you go to an event and there's a panel, all right, everybody, we're going to talk about this topic for 30 minutes or whatever. It's how to make money with laundry machines or laundromats, right? No, it's literally 30-minute panel on why we think the rocket emoji signifies an unbiased promotion of a stock to the upside and doesn't balance the risk to the downside. It's the rocket emoji. So with that said, tomorrow I'm kind of excited, and I feel like a little bit of a new person because I feel like I'm a little over like all of these distractions now, right? Like I've gone through all these licenses and licensing tests, and I'm like, okay, I get this world now, and I don't really like it. You know, it's like, we got the suits, it's time to burn the suits, literally. Time, like, burn the suits. And, you know, okay, you want to be a jet pilot? Great. You've almost got 500 hours in total time, 70 hours in the jet. You know, I've done a crap load of landings in the jet, probably somewhere around 100 landings in the jet, and probably somewhere around 400 landings total. Most of my flights are really short, 30 minutes to an hour. So I do a lot of landings, night landings, day landings, everything, right? Safe, great. I do it with a pro pilot, fantastic. But my point is, so much of this, like, what I've been doing this last 4 years is like, oh, well, okay, what's next? Like, what's next in my professional development? And it's just, I think what I really needed to realize was like, what I want to do is right here. So as I'm on this run, I come to this realization, and we've been planning this already, but I come to this realization I need to make this video because, you know, tomorrow we're starting something that I think will be really cool. Basically, remember the insurrection live stream from 2021 where it was like a 10-hour live stream? I want to do that like every day because I actually really like live streaming. And now I know a lot of people are gonna be like, oh my gosh, you're gonna burn yourself out or whatever. So I already considered that. And we finally figured out how I could also like interject some video games into it just to kind of break it up a little bit. That's not the primary focus. The primary focus obviously is market open to market close, earnings, momentum, stocks, what's going on with the sticks, what's going on with the news, what's going on in politics, Trump, reaction videos. Like, let's go watch Joe Rogan together. Let's go see, you know, what's PBD up to? What are other creators saying? Like, let's just look at this together and live react together. Basically, I kind of want to kick Bloomberg's ass. And I just want you to tune into me instead of Bloomberg because I hate their guts and they're horrible people. I don't know. Is that clear enough? I don't know. It's fine. I mean, that's the free market competition, right? So anyway, you know, data releases, as data comes out, Powell, Trump pressers, whatever. And then what we'll do is, and I'm not going to do it because I've tried to do this in the past and it just takes way too much time out of my day. So we're going to hire, we've already got folks lined up, you know, people to chop up just the fun parts. And we'll post the fun parts in playlists. So it's like, here's the real estate stuff. Here's the politics stuff. Here's the pilot stuff. Here's the fundamental analysis stuff. Here's the momentum stuff, right? And then you can pick what you want from the playlist. So we also made an app. It's the Meet Kevin app on the Apple Store and Android Store. And that app, what I really like about it is, first of all, you can actually turn on all notifications, which you might be like, oh, okay, cool, Kevin. Like, I already do that on YouTube. The problem is YouTube limits you to 3 notifications. Whether you like it or not, you get 3 notifications in a 24-hour period per channel. That's it. So in other words, if I post a live stream and it gives you Kevin's going live in an hour, Kevin's live, Kevin posted a Fed video, and then I post 2, you know, fundamental analysis videos after that, you won't see those. You won't even see the notification for the live stream the next day because it's probably within 24 hours. Really annoying. So we made this app that in the little preferences tab, you could select what notifications you want. You could say, I only want the fundamental analysis videos. I only want the real estate videos. I only want the pilot videos, or I want a mix of them. You could do that. You could pick that. It's on the Apple App Store and the Android Store. It's free. And I think that's really cool because it just gives you what you want and it'll be kind of like edited up so you don't have to go back and watch this whole like 10-hour stream or whatever. But that way, if like, you know, I get in a debate with somebody because, by the way, if you want to DM me on Instagram or X and you're like, hey man, I want to be on a live stream for like 5 minutes, you know, think of like Dave Ramsey show call-in style thing. Like, you know, I just send you a little link and you pop in and shoot your shot, blow your load, show me your okay, whatever. You know, your pricing power stocks, of course, your personal portfolio, your private plane. Then do that, and then I'm just gonna like, I'll just be me on it. I can rail on it, or I could love it, you know, whatever. But like the suit shit's gotta go. It's total bullshit, and it's sad it's like that, but it is. And I think that's why so much of media today is so insincere and inauthentic. And, you know, one of the things we found is, you know, every time we look at our 5 babies, because, you know, I've got 7 kids, Every time we look at these 5 babies, we see these different personalities in each of them, and we're like, this is weird. They all have the same routine, food, bedtime, everything's exactly the same. It's so systematized. As with everything we like to do. You know, House Hack's really stabilized. Built a $73 million stabilized real estate business with no bank debt. And, you know, we're going to be able to kick ass in Q4 or on weekends or nights or whenever I need to for House Hack, which is fine. There'll be plenty of time for House Hack, plenty of time for family as well. My point is, when we look at these babies, Lauren and I, we're like, wow, even though we do everything exactly the same with them, they are all extremely different. And what's cool about that is it's authentic. They're not supposed to be little copy and paste. They're supposed to be unique. And I feel like the suit world tries to put you into one mold and this is what you will be. It's lame. So, yeah, if you want to watch it, I'll be streaming on Twitch, YouTube, and X. Obviously, you know, use the app if you want customized notifications. It's the Meet Kevin app. And I think this will be really, really fun. So I hope you enjoy that. But yeah, please burn the suits. And hopefully we can get back to what we've always loved doing. Those raw, angry reactions. And maybe I'll even clean my fingernails because I've been digging holes too much here. Probably should do that before tomorrow morning. But this is what happens when you're digging trenches. I think my knees are all, man, my body's nasty. There's just dirt all over and like ABS glue and PVC cement. It was fun. But, you know what I did is I promised Jack and Max that every time we go to Lowe's, like every time we do a trip out, so Lowe's, Home Depot, or Green Thumb Nursery or whatever, they get one candy. And so now I've created monsters because they're just begging me to go to the store. It's like, let's build more. It's really fun, but I needed a little break. So I went on a dirty run. Probably need a shower. I'll let you know if I shower tomorrow morning. Tune in.